Joe Biden's freezing videos have been the talk of the town, with several memes and videos circulating the internet. Well, the White House has now condemned a series of altered videos that falsely depicted the US president appearing lost or confused at the recently concluded G7 summit, labeling the footage as bad faith actions by his critics. The White House has claimed that all the videos that shows Joe Biden freezing or walking away are deceptively edited as cheap fakes. These videos, stemming from Biden's recent travels to France, Italy, and a fundraiser in Los Angeles, has been criticized as misleading attempts to undermine and malign the US president. While concerns about Joe Biden's age and his cognitive ability has been persistent among voters as he seeks a re-election at the age of 81. Videos of Biden seemingly saluting G7 host and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and then awkwardly wandering off during a parachute display has really been a huge talking point. Joe Biden, who has faced mounting criticism over his age and his mental and physical capabilities during his 2024 re-election campaign, was recently welcomed by Meloni for the G7 summit, after which he was seen making a salute gesture to the Italian Prime Minister. And then later in the day, Biden made the same saluting gesture towards Ukrainian President Zelensky. Well, many slammed the US president over this salute gesture, which a US president only does to his own armed forces. Another clip from the G7 which went viral was when the G7 leaders were watching a skydiving demonstration. It's then that the US president was seen wandering away from the group and walking to one of the skydivers and giving him a thumbs up. And that's when the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni redirected him to pose for a group photograph. At a recent campaign fundraiser in Los Angeles, Biden appeared to freeze and had to be guided off stage by the former President Barack Obama. Biden was standing on stage with Obama and the late-night host Jimmy Kimmel. When the crowd stood for an applause, Biden kept staring at them for quite some time. It was then Obama who took his wrist and led him off stage with a smile. Well, US President Joe Biden's opponents claimed that he experienced a moment of confusion. Trump shared the clip on his platform, Truth Social, commenting, "Is this really who you want to be your president?"
And he's all gaga. Then he walks off the stage. But he's supposed to walk. Where am I?
But the White House has shared another footage from the fundraiser that they say shows Biden pausing just to take in the applause. The White House has accused right-wing critics of selectively editing videos in a misinformation campaign to question President Joe Biden's mental state. The White House claims that these so-called doctored videos serve to exploit and amplify concerns over Biden's health. The health and mental agility of both Biden and his 78-year-old challenger Donald Trump has really come under scrutiny as the White House race is heating up. US President Joe Biden is the oldest US president, and he is set to face his predecessor and Republican rival Donald Trump in a rematch of the 2020 election on the 5th of November 2024. Biden, whose health and age has been under intense scrutiny lately, has sparked concerns that he isn't fit to run for another term as the presidential elections approach. Many have argued that Biden, who is going to be 82 after this year's presidential elections, is unable to perform the duties of his job and he isn't fit to run for another term. Meanwhile, Republican Donald Trump has made Joe Biden's advancing age a central campaign issue, attempting to present himself as an energetic alternative. However, many netizens point out that the videos are being edited deliberately to show Joe Biden in poor light. Well, so far, the White House has pushed back against such videos that Biden's political adversaries have seized on as evidence of the president's frail and mental decline. And his opponent, Donald Trump, hasn't really left a chance to mock Biden, who is just 3 years older than himself. Interestingly, though Biden has taken most of the fall for age-related concerns, Donald Trump also hasn't really been exempt from questions about his cognitive function abilities. Well, Trump has also made some brazen factual errors, such as saying that the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban was the leader of Turkey, or for that matter, Orban had called on Barack Obama to step down as president when Obama had left the presidency in 2017. Trump has been also seen mispronouncing some very simple basic words, making incoherent remarks, and describing a missile launch through a sound effect. Well, clearly, questions about the mental capacities of both Biden and Trump has now become a huge issue in the United States poll campaign, with most of them being directed at the incumbent president.